Good evening. I call to order the Lake Havasu City Council special meeting on Tuesday, November 5th, 2019 at 5:30. I will now have the Pledge of Allegiance if you would like to join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The next item is the roll call. If the clerk will please call the roll.
Council members David Lane,
Here.
Gordon Grote,
Here.
Donna McCoy,
Here.
Cal Sheehy,
Here.
Jenny Koch,
Here.
Jim Dolan, Michelle Lynn.
Here.
All right, the next item on the agenda is the call to the public. This is where citizens have the opportunity to address the city council on any matters within the jurisdiction of the city. You have up to 3 minutes. It's not a two-way conversation, so we'll listen intently, but we might not be able to respond because it's not agendized. There will be an indicator light box at the podium. Green means you have your time, yellow means 1 minute remaining, and red is the time is up. With all that being said, would anyone like to address the city council at the call to the public? Seeing none, we'll close the call to the public. We'll now move on to public hearings. Item 5.1 is a Series 7 beer and wine bar liquor license for Smith's Food and Drug, number 188, 80 Acoma Boulevard North. Ms. Williams.
Mayor and City Council, the city received an application from Stephen Troy Pace for a Series 7 beer and wine bar liquor license for Smith's Food and Drug, number 188, located at 80 Acoma Boulevard North. All posting requirements have been met, all fees have been paid. The city did receive one verbal objection today, but a written objection was not submitted. It was not filed, and no other objections were received. Based on this, staff is recommending approval of this liquor license. The applicant is here today to answer any questions and come up and say a few words.
Troy, if you could actually, just down the center there's a button to turn the microphone on. Yes, thank you.
Got it. Okay, first I appreciate all of you taking the time out of your day to do this for us. We're kind of on a tight timeline with it, and we appreciate everything you're doing. Secondly, the beer and wine bar, Kroger's actually been putting them in nationwide, and it's becoming a pretty big thing for them. They're doing really well. It's not your typical bar that just go hang out and get drunk. We typically use them more for training and teaching our customers how to pair certain foods with wines and beers. And so that's what it's all about. We're able to show people different types of foods, what to eat with what, and it actually is turning out to be a pretty big thing for us.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you. Do any members of the council have any questions for Mr. Pace?
Please.
Yes.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for being here. Are you getting any feedback from the public?
Actually, mostly positive. We've had a little bit of people that was interested in not wanting to know why we would do that. Once we explained it to them, most of them have walked away really happy with that, actually. But we've had a ton of people that actually are excited about it.
Any reason why they didn't want you to do it?
No, nothing. Mostly people, it's new to them. I mean, most people have never seen a bar in a grocery store.
Sure.
And so it's kind of new, and they're not understanding why a grocery store would do that. But once we've explained it to them, they're usually pretty receptive to it.
Okay. Is it a kind of place where people can come sit and have a beer?
Yes.
Or a glass of wine, not just to pair with food?
Yes.
A husband that's waiting for his wife to go grocery shopping can come in and sit down, or vice versa.
Yeah, what about the
Absolutely.
other way?
No, I'm an equal opportunist here. So either way, I mean, I do. No, I don't. I'm not going to lie. My wife's sitting in the back of the room. But they can sit and have either a beer or a glass of wine while their spouse is shopping.
Absolutely. And they can tag each other out. And
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for Mr. Pace? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is a public hearing. Would anyone like to address the city council on this matter? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. Ms. Williams, you mentioned there was one verbal objection. They called into the clerk's office to make that?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And any specifics, or just that they were opposed to it?
Just opposed.
Okay.
Went over the requirements of filing a written objection or an argument, and one was not filed.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. With that, I'd entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor, motion?
Yes.
I move to recommend that the Arizona Department of Liquor License and Control approve a Series Number 7 beer and wine bar liquor license for Smith's Food and Drug at number 188 at 80 Acoma Boulevard North.
Second.
We have a motion from Councilmember McCoy and a second from Councilmember Koch. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we're ready to vote.
Motion carries 6-0.
Thank you. Congratulations. Next item is entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, we have a motion and a second. We are adjourned. Thank you.